Hey guys, this is Pedro back with another interview. This time covering the LTA North Split 2 regular season. My guest at this time is none other than Sales of Shopify Rebellion, coming off of their victory over Dignitas in the first week of said competition. So Sales, like I said before, welcome to the LTA North. Finally, good to have you here. And it was a debut that I don't think not many people would have expected it to go nearly an hour. But you guys finally got it done. Want to ask you, how are you feeling?
Right now I just really happy because we win. I think it's really important to start with a win. Everyone can get confidence about that. Of course, I didn't expect the game to go the way it was. I think we make a lot of mistakes and Dignitas push us, so they play well too. But in the end, it doesn't matter if you win 20 minutes or almost 1 hour. At least we win. So I'm happy about that.
It's exactly as you said, starting off this season with the W is definitely important. I mean, getting into the craziness of that game, what exactly made it such that it had to take nearly an hour for it to finally be closed?
I think we had a pretty good early game, and we have control about all the map, all the objectives. But we make a crucial mistake on attack time that we start, but we didn't think too well, and we kind of lose the fight. Then after that, we need to play a bit slow because they have attack right, they have the GA one, so we need to give Drake, give some pressure. And they are not on early game comp, so they can't do much too. So they want scaling, and after they take attack, they can just slow down, and we need to slow down too. So I think that's why the game take a long time. And then after we make another mistake too on Baron, so I feel like we just was a bit too anxious today. I feel like if we play a bit more slow, we could win the game faster.
No, for sure, definitely understanding the rationale behind what happened in those separate plays. And yeah, like as I said, at the end of the day, you guys were able to come out as on top. And gotta ask you once again about the debut, because you had to go through quite a bit of a journey to get to this point, having to go through like travel issues, and then finally landing in LA some time ago, finally getting acclimated to the new environment. And yeah, how was the debut? Did you feel like any um stage jitters, from your point of view, given that this is like your first match outside of Brazil?
Mm-hmm. I was a bit anxious, especially because from what you say, I was expecting to start in January, right, with the whole team, but things didn't go my way. So I need to stay in Brazil, just watching the team, and I wasn't playing competitive for a long time since last year. So I was just I really wanna play. But in the moment, I don't think I feel nervous or something because I play professional for 6 years, so I'm kind of used to it. I was just feeling that I really wanna play fast, because I was for so long time without playing.
No, no, for sure. And like it was definitely quite a unique experience to compete in this brand new region, as I've been saying. And like I do understand, like, this is literally after your first match, but how can you kind of like compare the environment, like as in the fanfare, the energy, the competition that you've been facing on stage, and also like during practice? How do you kind of compare both sides from like North America and the South, or AKA it's like CB Law, because you've basically been playing there all the time?
Yeah. I think it's really different. I think everything is really different. The schedule is different. The time we start screening is different. So at the start, I feel like I wasn't on my 100% because all things is different. So I need a couple times. But we are screaming for 3 weeks, I think 3 or 4 weeks. So I'm getting used to it more. And of course, I think the stage is different too. I feel like here on Brazil, people like to how can I say, screen a lot, It's for everything. Before the game, when the game is starting, so they like to screen. So I feel like here is more chill, and you can just focus on the game because there are not too much noises. But I think besides that, I think that's what the two biggest difference for me.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, definitely there's plenty of like talk about how amazing the environment is over there in Brazil, and having to like go from that to here. it must be like a little bit of a culture shock, and like amidst this process of just having to have to wait to get to the main stage. What do you feel has been the biggest challenge that you had kind of had to go through on top of just having to like wait for the issues to be resolved? You know, what do you think affected you the most amidst this wait?
Yeah, like I was just like at home, I feel like I couldn't do anything, and I was just watching, like I just feeling like anxious, because like when this will work, and I just wanted to work fast so I can go. So I think that because I didn't know when it would work, I think this was like the biggest like thing that make me like anxious, about it. If I know exactly time, I think I would be more fine. But I didn't know, so I just need to like lay down my bed and like do nothing because I couldn't do nothing. I think this feeling that I couldn't do nothing was hard for me to deal with.
Yeah, at the very least, though, you were able to overcome that, and now you're here. Now you can kind of begin to actually compete in this league. And like, one other thing that I want to ask you about regarding your time in Shopify so far, it's just more so the connection or the togetherness, or more so the relationships that you're trying to build with the rest of the team. Because like, obviously, you know, if you entering the squad for the start of Split 2. There, it's a lot of catching up to do for you in order to connect with the rest of the guys. And so, how has that process been like for you, and just having to like build that relationship, build that camaraderie, you know, with the rest of the people?
Yeah, I am a kind of shy guy. So for me, it takes a while to like, talk a lot with the people, like be friends with the people. But I'm kind of got lucky because I think everyone on the team is really easy to talk. Like I don't feel like anyone like has some kind of ego about the game. I can talk with anyone about everything. They will listen to me and they will like talk and we will discuss. So I'm feeling happy about this because I feel like I have really good teammates and coaching staff on my sides that is helping me to like catching up with the team, know how everyone wants to play, know what is best for the team. So of course I'm not 100% because it's a process, but I feel like I'm on the right track, and yeah, I'm happy for the teammates I have.
I mean, the English, like from the Portuguese to English comms. I mean, have you had any kind of issues with that, or does that like, has it been kind of like not an issue at all for you?
I think inside the game is not an issue because even then on Brazil I play with Koreans, so we talk English inside the game. But for me it's hard to like express myself in English because I'm not used to it. So I feel like we take a time, like I don't know. Sometimes on review I think one thing, but I just don't know how to say it. So I just think more. I need more time to like be able to express myself on another language that I think is really hard for me right now.
Mhm. What about the relationship with B-Boy specifically? Because like himself, like yourself, he's been spending a lot of time in Latin America slash Brazil, so he kind of understands how that mode of play is like when it comes to like, you know, CB low bottom lanes and stuff like that. And so how has that kind of relationship has been like for you, just having to, you know, play alongside him, understand how he wants to lane, how he wants, understand how the rest of the team wants you guys to play, uh, the general play style. So
Yeah, for sure. I think the most important relationship is me with Vivoy because we play on the same lane, right? But because I already know him from Brazil, I play against him for like 1 or 2 years. So I kind of know like the champions he likes to play, the way he likes to play. And again, he's a really easy person to talk with. So I can say and I can go to him and talk about the lane, talking about I think we should play the lane like this and etc. So I feel like I think I probably the most closest person on the team is I have a relationship with this Vivoy because I already know him and we are kind of outside, right? He's Korean, so we kind of have some things that we are related. So yeah, I think we are doing well. Of course, we need to still improve a lot because I feel like the level of bot laners here is way higher than Brazil. So I feel like I need to catch up to be on the same level. but I think we are on the right track.
Of course, of course. One more question I want to ask you. You are the only Brazilian that is that of all of the 10 teams or 8 teams taking part in the LTA North. Does that add like some pressure for you to just like show that Brazilian players have what it takes to compete in a different region?
I think yes, I have more pressure, especially because I wanna like show that Brazil has good players, because I know Brazil has a lot of good players, even players better than me that are there right now. So yeah, I think I have extra pressure to show, like especially the players here that like Brazil has good players too, and maybe in the future can be another Brazilian player coming here. So yeah, I think I feel a little bit of pressure.
Nevertheless, at the very least, you've been able to overcome that kind of pressure today against Dignitas with a victory, and of course, hopefully, you guys can continue this momentum for the next weeks in this competition. So, Seos, thank you so much for the interview. Really do appreciate it. Thank you for answering all of my questions, and of course, best of luck goes to you for the road ahead.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you very much.